Welcome back to Saca las Velitas podcast. My name is Danny, also known as Brujo, and I'm here with my two co-hosts,
Erica Tinez,
Filiado.
And they're both my siblings.
Hey.
So it's good to have Filiado back. Finally. Hey, shout out Filiado,
Shout out that fool.
Man, what you been up to, man? Because I know you were here last time for the last episode, but what have you been up to?
Man, I just been working on music, to be real. I know a couple episodes back I was talking about it like, hey, I'm about to get back to it, and I've been cool. You know, I've been knocking out a whole bunch of songs. I'm almost finished with my project called Sat God Tres.
Oh, tight.
You know, it's the third edition of my little Sat God, mixtapes, little thing, whatever it's called. But yeah, I just been doing that. I've been trying to drop more content. So I've been recording more videos. I actually dropped one today. So, if y'all want to go to my Instagram, check that out. It's I recorded it with Bubsop. Oh, okay. It's to a song that I'm dropping on Friday. It's called Pun Flow. Okay. And it's over the big pun song, the one that is so hard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did it over that beat. So, it's called Pun Flow. And a lot of people have been feeling it. I've been getting a lot of good feedback on that little video I just dropped. So that's pretty much it. I've been dropping these little videos. I dropped one like 2 weeks ago too, to a song I did called Jenny Said Go Off. Oh. I got a lot of good feedback for that one too. So yeah, man, that's all I really been on, just working on music and then working.
So I saw the Jenny Go Off one. Mm-hmm. That shit's doing numbers for sure. That shit's doing numbers.
I know on Instagram it was going up. I was like, okay, they watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, right now that you mentioned the Fat Joe song, the old school, oh, dude, that brought back so many memories. That's a straight classic right there, dude. Yeah. I was like, what? Like, I had forgot all about that song until right now that you mentioned it. Yeah, dude, that's straight classic, dude.
Yeah, I had to do that for the big rappers one time.
Yeah. What about you, Erica? What you been up to?
Just working here. I mean, I was on the last podcast, but yeah, just been doing the mom thing per usual, and just being home, kind of like a homebody. And it's starting to get hot. Yeah,
it is.
I do not like it.
Me neither.
I mean, it's cool. It's like bittersweet.
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, I love this weather, and then I'm here sitting there sweating at the same time. Hella like, fuck.
I can't do it. I don't know. I can't do the sun. It sucks.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? Like us recording this podcast, the heat sucks, man. Like I like the heat sometimes. For the most part, I like cold weather. Mm-hmm. But being in the studio here recording, we just talked. Me and Erica just talked about this on the last episode. How one episode the sun was in her face. It was because it was like that weird time of the evening where like the sun is like almost gone, but it's not gone.
Right.
So yeah, man, I'm definitely not looking forward to the heat though, for sure.
And we could tell a difference too, because usually we're like in hoodies and everyone's just not in hoodies.
Yeah, t-shirts now.
Yeah, exactly. But it's cool though. It's time to show all the tattoos.
That's true.
I know how I was just looking like, oh, look at all my tats.
Hey, but speaking of tattoos, hey, dude, I still need some more for sure, man.
I know, man. I've been lagging on it. Like, I be so busy. Like, I got my regular job and then just doing music and just doing too much. And I have a lot of people waiting to get tattoos, and they just be like, come on, bro, like you got money sitting here waiting. But it's just like, man, just the thought of like sitting down for that long and tattooing, I still got to get accustomed to it. I'm a very like not impatient person, but if I sit down for too long, I gotta be like, I gotta get up and like do something, so especially when I'm drawing, like I gotta get back into that groove, but it is the way my tattoos goes is I'm the type that I'll be discouraged for a bit, and then once I do one tattoo, I instantly want to start doing a whole bunch of them back to back. Yeah. So that's how it'll be like, like right now I'm not doing them, but I guarantee you as soon as I do my next one, I'm gonna start posting them and start hitting everybody up like, hey, who needs tattoos? And eventually I am trying to gravitate towards that this year, like getting back to it tough. But, it's just trying to fluctuate that with music and then, just doing a whole bunch of stuff and then trying to be a daddy at the same time. It's a lot of time. It's very time consuming, but we will get back to the tattoos because it is in high demand for me.
Yes,
I know. I'm trying to get tatted on my neck. Look at
I'm supposed to been tatted her.
But no, it'll come. It's right. Perfect timing. It's never too late.
and then now that summer's coming up, is perfect time to show off the tattoos.
I know,
especially new tattoos. Mm-hmm. But no, seriously, that's a lot going on, man, for sure. Like, trust me, man, I feel it. We got so much going on like that. It's like, it's like so many things going on that you don't know which one to focus on first. But that's cool though, man. But definitely for sure, like both of us right here, we both need some tattoos, and then also got clients and stuff too that have been like they've been wanting to hit you up for tattoos too. So
I know, man. I literally got like 15 people waiting, man. And I apologize to everybody. I'm trying to get back to it. It's just, oh my God, it's so time consuming.
You know what? I just have to brighten it. Why don't you teach me? And I'll be the tattoo artist.
Hey, it's easier said than done. But but no, it's like
I have astigmatism. I probably that's not
as long as you know how to draw or trace. It's pretty much, it's easy. That's all I was trying to tell, like Selena and them as they got older, like, hey, I can try to teach them. But, as kids get older, they start growing other interests.
Right.
But, like Bella, I'm trying to get her to, like, draw more and all that. So that way, at least one of these kids got to grow up and be a tattoo artist.
Somebody.
Because it's good side money at that. Like, I really... Like, if I didn't have no job or nothing else to do, I would be tattooing more because I'm like, you know what? I need the money. Mm-hmm. I mean, I still kind of technically do, but... it's very good side money.
Yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah, man. Heck yeah, that's what's up.
But we'll get back to it, man. Blasphemy Inc.
Yeah, Blasphemy Inc, man. Yeah. So if you guys need some ink, make sure you guys add him. Add his Instagram. We're gonna post him up here. If you do get a neck tattoo, Erica, what would you get?
It's the semicolon with a little bit of it's almost like what are those things that you put on your door? A wreath?
Oh, yeah.
It almost looks like that, and then it's a semicolon right in the middle.
Oh, okay. Tight.
So that's
tight.
Like right where the Adam's apple is.
Yeah. I don't have one, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have one, guys.
No, but
be very clear.
My bad. No.
Yeah, because nowadays people just people are gonna clip that and be like, "Oh, look, her own brother said, oh, right with the Adam's."
They gonna just like that meme that has Leonardo DiCaprio like.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how they gonna be like, oh,
I heard that. Exactly.
No, yeah. That's what I want to get.
Yeah, no, yeah. And you know what's funny? I actually been seeing a meme going around. And it says, I forgot exactly what it says, but it's like, summer's getting close. I think it's time for a neck tattoo. I forgot exactly what it said, right?
Yeah.
Or I think it says, I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for a neck tattoo or something like that.
And I gotta be the meme. I have the Nissan Altima. Now I got
I
didn't get the neck tattoo.
Damn. Heck yeah. Oh, you do have a Nissan Altima.
I do.
Yeah.
That's very popular in the food community.
It is. And that's what we were talking about in the last episode, that we're gonna start hiding it because people are gonna start recognizing the house.
Right.
People are gonna recognize the house just because of her Nissan Altima.
That Leonardo DiCaprio meme again. Hey.
Yeah. They're gonna be driving by. They're gonna go, hey.
That's the one. Dude. With the dent in the back because I got rear-ended.
Yeah. Oh man.
Bastardos.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
We're glad you're safe though. We're glad you're okay though. And a lot of people that saw that episode, they messaged me and they were like, hey, let Erica know we're glad she's safe. We're glad she's okay. Because that's some pretty crazy ish. You know. So today is the first day of daylight savings. So how do you guys feel about that?
It's kind of either side. It's like kind of cool because it's like now it gets darker later.
Yeah.
And then I've never been a fan of it getting dark early. Yeah. Because it feels like the day's already like done.
Right.
So that's a good thing about it. Other than that, is just having to get used to it. You got to adapt to your schedule. So, like the body, normal body function, your body's used to waking up at a certain amount of time. I mean, after a certain amount of time of rest, all that. So, just getting used to it. Now we're going to be waking up a different time that our body's usually used to waking up. Mm-hmm. And we're just going to have to adapt to it. Other than that, it's not really a big issue. Other than when, last night I was kicking it. And then I was looking at the time, and when you're kicking it, you just pay attention to the time. And out of nowhere, it was like 3:45. I was like, "What the hell?" Yeah. I'm like, "Oh man!" I was like, "You can't even kick it that long anymore."
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely threw me off too. What about you, Erica?
I felt like the seasonal depression was getting away from me.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it's different right now. When I was coming back to the studio, I was like, "Dang, it's crazy how the sun is still out." Because usually by the time, because we record at the same time every episode, and it's like I'm like with my flashlight on my phone trying to not step on dog poop, and I was like, "Dang, it's crazy. The sun is still out."
Oh yeah, hell. Usually I'm with the flashlight too.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty cool. I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's funny you said that about the seasonal depression. Mm-hmm. So it's like daylight saving has its good moments, but it also has bad moments. But one of the good moments is for the people that do get seasonal depression. This is usually where it starts to clear up.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, now there's more sun. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, you're in a better mood. You're able to get out the house instead of being at home depressed.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I just found out that was a thing. I'd never heard of seasonal depression before.
Yeah.
Until I had a friend that, you know, during the holidays, she was just like, "Yeah, I get seasonal depression," and I was like, "What the hell is that?" And I was like, "It comes in seasons."
Yeah.
And then, you know, she like broke it down. She's like, "Yeah, you know, like some people during the holidays, they be like, oh, you know, like I miss my family. This is usually family time or like certain eras." And I was just like, "Damn, like I get it. You feel me?" Like, but I just recently, like the last Christmas, is where I like learned about that. I was like, "Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing."
Yeah, I actually made a video about that, about like people who are missing their loved ones during the season. But yeah, that's really the thing. It's crazy, man. You know, so if anybody out there, you know, needs help, reach out to somebody. You know, reach out to somebody like, you know, whoever you feel, you know, that will listen.
Yeah,
and like we'll listen for sure. We might talk about you on the podcast, but we'll listen for sure.
And that's the thing too. Like, you made it. Look, the sun's out.
Yeah, hey, see,
sun's out, buns out. You made it.
See, that's why they say, you know, when the sun comes out, you know, it brings the light. You know, it gets you through that darkness. You know, like that long period of darkness, and then boom, next thing you know, the sun comes out. There you go. And
even though like we love the rain and we love the darkness and all of that, it is easy to fall into that depressive state of mind. So even though the sun to me sucks, I'm glad that we made it. We made it.
Yes. We're all here.
And that's what the semicolon is for. So
okay.
Tight.
Yeah.
So okay, let me see. So next topic is vendor pop-ups. Vendor pop-ups. So for those of you that have been following us for a while, so I usually do vendor pop-ups, and right now is the season because of, you know, daylight savings and everything, and it's getting warmer. There's more pop-ups now, so I kind of been thinking of doing. I haven't done one in a long time, but I've been thinking of doing like at least another one, and then probably taking another break.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think about that?
No, I feel it. I feel obviously vendor pop-ups are super fun. It's a great social networking thing to be a part of, especially if you're a business owner, a small business owner. But I do feel like because we have a lot going on, it's hard to not make time for it, but it's like, okay, I have to do this, and this is the only day that I can rest. And then sometimes you have to pick resting over hustling. Sometimes, not all the time. But yeah, I feel like one last one for the year before it starts getting hot. I'm for it.
That's true.
I mess with the pop-ups, man. I like them. It's just, you know, it's crazy because in the summertime it'd be so damn hot sometimes. Like I remember a couple pop-ups I helped you in, and I remember like it's all fun, but then a lot of people don't ever think about like the having to, when you're done, you have to take everything down. And then, you know, one time I went with you, I remember I was in there like, damn, this is cool. And when it was time to go, I was like, damn, we gotta clean this up too.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, and it's hella hot at that. But, you know, like she said, it's good for like, you know, social like networking and all that. And then, you know, obviously you're out there, you know, you're putting in the groundwork. You're out there meeting with people, talking and all that. And I'm pretty sure it's a different experience than any other experience because you're actually out there meeting with people and all that. So, hey, if you got a business, man, get on it, you know, and then, you know, seeing when you first started doing them and everything, and how you started getting your booth all made up, all nice and everything. Like now when you see your booth, you know it's you because of the colors and everything. So, you know, like even over time, like at first, you know, you might do your first pop up and might be discouraged, and then, you know, just keep at it because, you know, eventually people gonna see you at it, you know, popping up here and there. And they're gonna be like, oh, okay, you know, I remember that booth from last time. And, you know, and be unique with it because like his work, you know, a little stand and all that, you know, from afar. Like if you look at, if you walk up to a place, if you see the hot pink, that color and all that, and all that, you know, it's this fool. You feel me? So
yeah, you know, that's true, man. But real quick, before I forget, shout out to both of y'all for helping me out the pop-ups, man, because both of you guys have helped me unpack, repack.
More her
like,
shit. She be going to all of them.
Yeah, so like, you know, both of y'all, I hella appreciate you guys because, man, it really is a lot of work. Because it's like, you got to get there at a certain time, unpack by a certain time, then it's done, and then it's boom. You got to walk all the way back to the truck. Like, it's a lot.
And you know what?
No, go ahead. Your bathroom breaks.
Yes. And shout out to him because he would always be the first one of the vendors to show up. And it was because it benefited the coordinator and also himself because we avoided like the traffic and like the rush.
And you get a good spot.
Yeah. 9 times out of 10, they designate you a spot, but it still beats the traffic and like the crossing paths with other vendors. And and he would wake up hecka early, and he'd be like, but he like at first. It would take us about maybe like an hour or so to like prepare everything, but he got it like on lock now. Like he knows exactly what to take, how long it's gonna take, to the point where he's like, "Hey, you and the girls can wait till later. I got it from here, and we'll just show up."
Yeah, true. True. I know, and it's crazy because like a lot of the pop-ups, they knew that like our booth always got hella sales, hella customers. Like people would literally show up to the pop-ups and be like, "Oh, I came here just for your booth. Like, just because I knew you were gonna be here, I came to buy some stuff." So so shout out to anybody watching that has ever made it to one of our pop-ups. But yeah, man, I just feel like this year, like 2024, I focus a lot more on this podcast. So like on weekends, I would I would rather just record, especially like to get all three of us to record. It takes a lot. So I would be like, you know what? Let's just make an episode. And then, so I was missing out on the pop-ups because it's like I was trying so hard to get an episode out with all three of us, especially, for you guys, for everybody watching,
Yeah.
But yeah, so hopefully within we're in March right now, so hopefully within March or April, I'll be doing at least one more pop-up.
Yeah.
The one closest to us. Yeah.
I'm down. I'll be there.
And then it's always a dope environment, like when you're just sitting there and seeing all the people that show up.
Yeah. There's always good food.
Music. And highness. Passing by, I'll be like, "Hey, what's happening?" I'll be acting like his booth is mine. I'll be like, "Man, pull up. What's up, man? What you need?"
Like, "Hey, Danny, don't you got to use the bathroom or something?"
Yeah. Oh, man.
Put a hat on and shit, act like I'm him.
Yeah.
And put on the glasses and be like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Gained a little weight, but it's good.
Oh, man.
This guy.
So what about, so let me see. So for the last episode, we did a recap on my trip to LA. I feel y'all wasn't here for that one. But one thing that we wanted to talk about on this episode is feeling depression after like a mini vacation like that. Right? So like say you go out of town, right? Say you go out, visit family or visit your boo thing out of town, or even just some friends. And then when you come back home, you get a little bit of like depression.
Yeah.
Right? Have you guys ever experienced that?
Yes. Every time I go and visit the chat,
Yeah.
every time I go out of town, especially the one that I felt it the most, and I felt because it was something like so spontaneous, and it was when the trip to San Diego. It was like a 24-hour bender, and when I came back, I had like a really down ¿cómo se dice? Like the come down was horrible.
You had a down ass fool.
Yeah, for real. And I get super sad.
Yeah.
I get super sad to the point where I almost like avoid the chat because I'm like, damn, I wish I was over there.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't mean any harm by like not ignoring them, but like I don't want to look at it because I want to be over there. Yeah. And it sucks because it's like we're so far away from each other. I don't really have a lot of friends here in where I'm from, but it feels. That's like my little security blanket right now, know? So being so far away from them does, when I come back to reality, it's like, I don't even want to be here.
Yeah, that happens. What about you, Philly? You ever been to that?
Shit. I mean, I don't really travel as much like y'all do. So like the only really time I really get that is like when I go to the buffet and shit. And then once I'm done, I get home and I just be like, damn, man, I wish I was back over there.
You're like, I wonder if the buffet's thinking about me the way I think about it.
No. Yeah, and then like you eating that good food, and then later on at nighttime for dinner, you eat some noodles and just like, I was just at the perfect place. And then that's when I get all different. No, I'm playing. Nah, but I don't travel as much, and I don't be out and about like that. So I never really the only time I've ever really experienced it is back in the day when we would go on the road and performing. So, like we would go like to we've had shows in LA, we've had shows in Humboldt County, and like places that's out of town, even in over there in fucking
Fresno,
Portland.
Fresno? Portland.
Fresno.
Fresno,
Have I performed in Fresno before?
Oh,
no, maybe I may have, but it's just when you're out on the road and doing shows with your homies, y'all all just turning up, having fun, and you got the whole 3-day weekend, and then once it's done, you come back and go straight to work on Monday, and you're just sitting there and I remember that feeling, just being at work like, damn, just yesterday I was over there in Portland, and a whole bunch of beezies and turning up and, you know, the crowd showing me love. Now I'm right here helping customers.
Right.
The next day, this kind of just has you like, damn, bro. Like, so that's the only time I really like experience like that type of feeling. Just like, it's not really like a mini vacation, but it's just, you know, being on the road and then come back to reality and just being like, damn, all right, you know, I got to get back in this state of mind. And, you know, it just gives you hope for like the future. Like, all right, I'm going to try to make it happen again. And then, you know, it creates some type of ambition towards like working, trying to get that feeling back, you know.
Right.
But other than that, recently, just like I said, the buffet and shit. Nah.
Yeah, like especially for you, since you're like up on stage, and then you know you get to see the big crowd, and it's like a new town. So I can definitely see how that, you know, coming back home from that is like, oh, that
and especially out of town is like when people know you're from out of town, they show you so much more love.
Yeah.
I've gotten more love in shows out of town than, you know, in my own city, you know. Right. So it's like once they know you're like, especially out and about, all the other cities, you know, they hear so much from Sacramento. So like when we were in LA, last time we performed in LA about like several years back, and we were out there and we're like, yeah, you know, we're from Sacramento, and everybody's like, what? And you can tell they were paying more attention. So it's just like, you know,
no, but that's really the thing, man. Like I feel like that depression, you know, once you're back home, I feel like it definitely hits, man.
Right. What about you? You be feeling that?
Yeah, I'll be feeling that for sure. Definitely, you know, when we go with our friends out there from the chat, when we come back, it's like we literally will have a whole ass party at the Airbnb, and then a whole ass party just at everybody's house, pretty much. And then so we come back over here, and it's Monday again, and it's like, oh man, like it's depressing.
Yeah, nah.
And even if like we're the ones that travel, but even the people that we visit, it's like maybe they don't go out as much, or maybe we were their highlight of the visit, and like they see us and they're like, oh, now we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that and we're gonna party, and then now the visit is gone, and it's like they didn't have to necessarily go out of town, but having us as their company made them be like, dang, now what? Like now, you know. Like they were just here. Erica was just here.
Yeah, you know? You know what? That's why I started doing our trips. That's why I started vlogging our trips, because that way, you know, they could just they could go back. We could go back. But yeah, man, it's definitely I definitely felt that sadness.
Yeah.
And at me, I actually felt it recently. It was
because you be talking to somebody out there too, huh? So I can only imagine. Damn.
Yeah, so like coming back from seeing my girl out there, that it really got to me. You know, it's like I come back, you know, like on a Monday or whatever, and then I saw that whole week. I'm just feeling it.
Yeah, and just even me, like I had a friend come. I had a friend come visit. When my friend left, you know, the presence was gone, so it was like, dang, you know, now once again, now the fun is gone. Now it's, you know, back to just. Not that my reality sucks, but it's just back to the same routine, you know?
Yeah.
And it was nice having, you know, that company for a little
Yeah. Man, this topic definitely makes me want to take a little shot. Take a little shot.
I'm sober, so give me a shot, man.
I mean, like certain topics really be affecting the brujo.
And I'm wearing my glasses today because I've been getting migraines.
What?
I've been getting really, really bad migraines. Mm-hmm. And I was looking into Google. I know people say don't Google your symptoms, and they were like, if you don't use your your eyewear if you're supposed to, that can cause you to get migraines. So that's why.
Oh, those are prescription glasses. Mm-hmm. Oh, what the fuck! I never knew you had prescription glasses.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, I didn't. I mean, I know you were blind.
I knew you was blind.
Yeah, I think I'm the only one in my family that ain't blind.
Yeah.
Everybody else, even my mom, they all blind as hell. And
hella blind.
Yeah, so
I'm like in denial. Like I don't want to wear my glasses. I really don't. I don't like them because I wear a lot of makeup and lashes and all that. But the migraines are horrible, and it's been helping with the glasses. So cheers.
Oh, cheers. Sure.
Salute. Dang, I got no chaser. This is vodka, huh? I mean, tequila.
You could chase it with this.
I'm good. Chica slide.
So, fun fact. I wear prescription glasses, but when I'm not wearing them, my eyes get hella dry, so I hella blink. So that's why when we record these episodes, I wear these glasses because I'm like, I don't want to wear the prescription ones, but if I'm not wearing those, I know I'm hella blinking, or my eyebrows are like just moving up and down. My eyebrows are throwing up gang signs.
You'll be sitting there like this.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, you know what? So I'm like, to avoid all that, I don't want people thinking I'm making eyes at them. They're gonna be like, oh, I saw your YouTube video. You were looking at me. I was like, oh, how's the fuck I'm looking at you?
They're like, oh, he over there tweaking or something.
Yeah.
Little do they know they just blind.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm hella blind. So like, so if you guys ever see my eyebrows going up and down, it's because my eyes get hella dry, man. Or if I blink hella like usually if I'm not wearing my glasses, I'll hella blink. And it just looks hella funny, you know. So people are like, hey, why are you blinking like that? I'm like, oh, man.
Like, blink twice if you're in danger.
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to start messaging them, are you okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Is your family making you do these podcasts?
yeah, exactly.
So I was on TikTok, and on my For You pages, there was a creator, which doesn't have a lot of followers, but I feel like after that specific video that I saw that caught my attention, she went on there and she was like, a lot of people have TikToks and a lot of people, don't have any content posted. And she's like, you want to know why? You want to know why? Because we have crooked teeth. Mm-hmm. And I have crooked teeth. And if you know me in person, I've learned to both of these motherfuckers are fucking lucky. I'm not shy with my teeth. Like my teeth, like I posted on that, and I left a comment saying, my teeth are literally throwing up gang signs. And I have, I'm on a podcast. I do music. Look at my TikTok page. I'm posting constantly. And I don't care. Just post it. Who cares? And she grabbed that comment and responded to it and said, if this isn't your sign to just go ahead and post and go ahead and do it, who cares? Mm-hmm. You're not perfect. In this whole social media world that everyone seems to be perfect with the BBLs and the tummy tucks and the veneers, it's okay to look like this. It's okay to have crooked teeth. No, I can bite an apple. Whoever has veneers can't.
Better than looking like a crackhead and having no teeth at all. Like, I'd rather have crooked ass teeth than no teeth at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, and you know it's crazy. I'm gonna try to insert that clip. Mm-hmm. So if you were able to save it, send it to me, and I'll try to insert it.
Mm-hmm. Here's one reason why some people don't post on social media. I know I'm not the only one that be on TikTok and you're constantly seeing videos of people saying, hey, you should post that draft you got. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. But really, you don't really ask questions as to why people don't post. And then you go through the comment section and they're not really all that honest about why they don't. Oh, because I'm scared. Okay, but why are you scared? What's really the reason you're scared? And the reason why people are scared is because their teeth are going through war. Yeah, the inside of their mouth is going through war. Now you know what the hell I mean by that. Now, I'll give you an example if you don't. For instance, for me, I have one tooth that has beef with the rest of my teeth. Why? I don't know. I've come to terms with it. It is what it is. But let me show you. You see it? Mm-hmm. She crooked. She's the only one in my mouth that's just battling with everybody. Don't know. Now, what I do know is this. So stop yelling at us, okay? And stop telling us what to do. We're not like you guys. We don't have perfect teeth, okay? And not everyone was blessed with that, or not everyone was blessed with all that money to get them fixed, okay? Some of us just want to be behind the scene, be nosy, scroll through TikTok, and mind our damn business. So let us be. Thank you. If this right here isn't a sign for you to post, I don't know what is. Miss Erica said, my teeth are game banging. I'm still doing it. I'm still posting content. I still got a podcast. I still gonna put my shit out there. If I were you, I would start posting. Who cares? Do it. Today. Right now. Ahorita.
But that's one thing that we were talking about. Like me, when I was getting ready to do this podcast, like before we recorded any episodes, like when I'm getting all the equipment and the cameras and everything, one of my motivations, and I told my Erica about this, I was like, one of my motivations was, I was telling myself, right, you better do videos now that you have teeth, because in the future you might have no motherfucking teeth, right? Mm-hmm. So you better do them right now while you're young and have teeth. Well, I'm not young anymore, but I still have teeth. So I've never had like a tooth extracted by a dentist. I've never had like no tooth fall out, nothing. Like, so like I used to use that as motivation to like, look, if you're gonna get there and sit in front of a camera and talk, do it while you have teeth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when she showed me that, I was like, dude, that's hella crazy, because I had kind of mentioned it before, but when she mentioned that about this content creator on TikTok, I was like, dude, see, that's like a real fear of people.
Yeah.
That's like a real fear that people really have, losing their teeth.
Yeah, that's one of my, like, not my biggest fear, but it's like I've had dreams where I lose my teeth, and it's weird because I remember those very vividly. Like when it always happens. I have a dream where my tooth fell out, and I wake up tripping, and I'm just sitting there like, you feel me? And then I'm like, all right, cool. I have to look in the mirror, like, all right, make sure they all there. But because it's like, I feel like if I lost one of my teeth, I'd be hella more insecure about it, and then it's just. Yeah, like you're right. While we still got all teeth and all that and everything, we might as well do it now. So if you're the type of person that's sitting there waiting on something like, oh, I'm not going to do this till I lose some weight and this and that. Nah, just get on it now. And that way people will see when you do lose weight, they'll just see your progress. And and then you'll feel better when people are actually telling you, hey, I noticed, this and that. So, like pretty much. Yeah, it's the same thing as like some people won't post like because they'll put the camera in and be like, oh, my neck looks double. You feel me? So it's like, some people, like I used to, back in the day when I was way bigger, you feel me? And when YouTube first started getting popular, I remember I used to be sitting there like, damn, my neck look hella big. And then, and then like, I'm pretty sure nowadays that people post more, they get a lot of, self-conscious things like that, thoughts type shit.
Yeah, see, there's a reason why I put the camera up there instead of like down there. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to show 3 double chins right here.
So speak for yourself.
If you got 3, then I got, you feel me, 6. Shit.
He meant 3 as in 1, 2, 3, 4.
Huh? Oh,
I mean like all 3.
That's I was like, speak for yourself.
Nah. Okay, I thought you meant like 3 in general. I was like, damn. So that means I got 6 then.
No, but yeah, a lot of people hold back because they're waiting for the right image, for the right, time, and it's like it's just do it.
Yeah,
just get it out of the way.
Yeah,
it's not that scary.
Yeah, and like we said before in previous episodes, people are gonna make if you're different, people are gonna make fun of you, but then other people will like you for being different.
Right.
Like that one thing that's different about you, people are gonna like you for it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and another thing you also got to think like there's people that'll be like, I don't want to do this because people might talk shit.
Yeah.
But in reality, bro, like it's people are always gonna talk. If they're not commenting on it, they're already talking shit in their head.
Right.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so it's like who cares what people are gonna say? People are always gonna talk. And even if you had the most perfect teeth and no double chin and none of that, people will always find something to pick out like, oh well, I seen hella dirt under his nails or some shit, like there's always gonna be something. So don't let that discourage you from posting, thinking like, what are people going, look at me and hella funny? Like who cares? People already look at you in person all day. So why are you worried just because now the fact that it's on camera and people can, go back to it? Like who cares? Like people are gonna talk regardless. Just do your thug thizzle and just drop, because we only getting older.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. People are already hating on you. Don't hate on yourself. Don't be your own worst enemy. Everyone let someone else do that for you.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because that's pretty much what it is. It's self-hate, not self-hate, but yeah.
Yeah, that's why we got the little mystery right here with the little bird right here. So for the people that are sitting there judging and hating. Hey, but you know what? That brings me back real quick, because I feel like we've said this quote before on here, but I feel like a lot of people don't get it. So, because I ain't got no hair, right? So the quote of sit there and say my hair ain't luxurious, because you know what it is. So that's actually a quote from Cat Williams.
Yes.
Right? Because we said it on the last episode, and then we said it on previous episodes. But people message me and they're like, when I say it, I'm being goofy, right?
Right.
But they're like, hey, what hair? You ain't got no hair. And I'm like, that's the whole point.
Out of pocket.
Yeah, like that's the whole point. Like, but it's a quote from Cat Williams on one of his stand-up comedy shows, where he basically saying, like, for the haters out there that have nobody to hate on, you can feel free to hate on me. So sit there and tell me my hair ain't leisure. Yeah. So it's a quote of Cat Williams.
Right.
Yeah.
It's from the stand-up, the Pimp Chronicles.
Yeah.
Pimp Chronicles, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a classic.
Yes.
That's a classic. I remember when you guys used to always have it on in the living room.
Yeah. On DVD, the bootleg.
Yeah.
He has that green suit on.
Dude, that's old school right there. That's classic. That's classic. So let me see. But yeah, anyway, so, don't let nobody make you feel bad about yourself, man. Like, whatever makes you different makes you hot. So just remember that.
Period.
Ain't nobody perfect. Shit, look at us. Ain't none of us a hella skinny and buff and perfect. Even my teeth are kind of straight, but they ain't white. I got a little tartar back down here that be building up, and I brush my teeth every day. That shit don't go away sometimes. So you feel me? It's whatever. You just adapt to your surroundings.
Yeah. So let me see. So the next topic is okay. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. So what do you guys think about when you post your significant other or your new boo thing or your girl or your mans or whatever, and then your followers or your friends go and add them. What do you guys think about that? I'm gonna need a shot for that.
Yeah, man, give me a shot. 'Cause I got a lot to say about that. I just actually rapped about that.
I definitely feel like all three of us have a lot to say about that.
So nice. So when it comes to somebody adding your significant other, then you just weird as hell. Like, bro, like what the fuck? Like, you see, this is my girl. Why you adding them? Like, and it's not, it really ain't that serious. But it's just like, come on, bro. Like, what's the point? Like, like that's not something I would do if I see one of my homies or somebody I know post up their girl. I'm not gonna be like, oh damn, let me go add her. Like, cause it's just like, what the fuck? You feel me? But
True.
That, and then like even when you ain't got someone, like I've had experiences like there's a certain amount of foods like on my social media where I'll tag a female that I'm just kicking it with. And then, they'll tell me, damn, hella your friends just added me or followed me. And then I'll notice stuff like that. And I'll be like, damn, bro, like I get it, you feel me? But like that's kind of goofy, like sitting there just because I know it's not that serious, but if you really think about it, it's kind of like, damn, bro, what if I was talking to her? Mm-hmm. And just because I didn't say that she's my girl, you're still gonna go on and add her. And then a lot of people try to fit in where they get in where they fit in. But I've always thought that was goofy of people, like, and I'm not perfect. There's been times where I'll see. Somebody will post somebody and I'll be like, oh, she kind of cute, and I might go at her, but it's rare. I'm never gonna go at someone just because she kind of cute. Let me just go follow her because this person posted her. But I only do it to people I don't really know or care about. Yeah. And but other than that, like I've seen people that I personally know go on and add every girl I've ever tagged, and I'd be like, bro, like okay, like I don't know, that's kind of weird to me, like Yeah. What y'all think?
Erica, you go first.
Me, obviously, social media, you could do whatever you want to do, but I just feel it's kind of. I would side eye something like if I post a person. Okay, well, since we're talking about like a significant other, if I were to have one and I posted him and like friends that maybe I was friends with them like in high school or something like that, but they won't add like the Saca las Velitas page. They won't add the business page, but they'll go add my significant other or go peep game on like the person's page. That's a little shady. Yeah. Even to just go and like see like, well, girl, we don't talk. So what are you keeping tabs on me for? You don't like none of my stuff. You don't shout me out. You don't nothing. But you're gonna go check who I tagged. Yeah. Like that to me is like, come on, like you're into. I'm a girl. I know what you're doing. If he's looking at her, he might look at me because you might consider yourself looking better than me or whatever the case may be. But I think that's kind of shady. Yeah. Because
Quick interruption. Did we ever take our shot?
He did.
I took mine just. I took mine just because I was mad.
This is him mad.
This is me mad.
No, but yeah, that's how I feel. Like, it's a certain amount of people that I would well, I get why you would add this person or vice versa, but there's certain people that I peep game that I'm like, okay, so you ignore everything else, but you want to look at that. Yeah. And then I'm like, yeah, no, that's not okay.
Yeah. I agree, man, and I actually have a lot to say about that. But I don't want the camera to overheat while I'm going off, right? But I'm gonna just say this, man. So like recently, I posted my person, and then a bunch of people just went and added her, right? So it's like the way I look at it is like it's okay to go lurk. Okay, everybody's curious, everybody's nosy, everybody's like, especially like me that I never post nobody. So they're really like, okay, so if he posted this person, so then let me go see what made this person different to make the brujo want to post it, right? But when they start adding her, and then that's crossing the line. But then when they start messaging her, that's really crossing the line. Because now it's like they're just making something so innocent look hella inappropriate. Yeah. And I look at it the other way around. It's like because she's been posting me too. So it's like if she was to post me and then dudes start adding me and then messaging me, it's one thing if they look at my page or if they add me, okay, cool, I'll let it slide, whatever. But then if they start messaging me, that's like a whole nother thing to where I'm gonna start like having, all kinds of crazy thoughts, right? So it's like that, I just feel that that's very wrong. Especially like particular in my specific situation, because I actually help people with their love life. So it's like, okay, if I helped you with your love life, why would you go and try to interfere with my love life? You know, so I just look at that completely different. So luckily, you know, my person, you know, she's like, okay, it's whatever, like I'm not even worried. But it's like me, I'm just like, dude, I've never seen somebody post, like, for example, I've never seen my client post her dude, and then I just want to go add to her dude. Like, what the F? Like, who does that? That thought never even crossed my mind, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, just people are just hella weird. So if you added the person that I started posting recently, that's not even cool, man. Especially if you started messaging her, that's really not cool, because especially if I helped you with your love life at some point, and now you're sitting here, you're trying to interfere with my love life, that's really not cool, you know?
Yeah, especially going out the way to like, one thing is following them, but then the message though, yeah, that's diabolical.
Yeah. So it's making me look bad. I already have a bad reputation as it is, so I really don't need that. So it's like when I go to look to see who exactly like added her, followed her, messaged her, and I know for a fact that I help these people with their own love life, and I'm just like, damn, okay, so I helped you with all your situationships, but you're over here like, okay, F the brujos,
Right.
relationship, whatever he's got going on, right? Whatever I got going on. So that's just really uncalled for, and that's just kind of messed up, you know. Mm-hmm. But me, you know, I'm still laugh about it. I'm still, you know, but like I said, I'm just glad that my person understands. She understands the assignment. You know, she understood, like, you know, okay, like, you know, it's whatever, it's nothing. But you know, a different couple might look at it differently,
Right.
you know. So I just hella annoying.
And even if their intentions wasn't, you know, malicious or with any ill intent behind it, it's still the fact that you felt comfortable enough when it's like Victor said, it's annoying.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Who's
get
Victor?
it. Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
Get a load of this guy.
That's my real name. No.
But it's just like, you know, sometimes as adults, we feel like we don't have to set boundaries because it's common sense. Yeah. But then this happens, and then you're like, okay, maybe I should set a boundary. But then it's like, you're not that important in my life for me to tell you. Mm-hmm. I'll just handle it behind, you know, my person. And then we'll just, whatever you decide, you know, on some goofy stuff to do, we're just going to be like, okay. And then keep it moving.
Yeah. And you know, that's a good thing, is that, you know, you could easily just go to your person and be like, hey, look, this, you know, give them the breakdown. But it just sucks that, you know, people aren't considerate enough to even be like, oh, you know what? If I do this, it might look bad. Like I said, you know, that's literally my job. I literally help people with their relationships, which also means that I could also stop helping people with their relationships, you know? So that's all I'll say about that.
I'll just say that, and you can cut this off if you want to. I don't even follow her. So it's like, you know,
yeah, we're on the podcast. And we don't follow her. Like,
you know, and...
I'm gonna leave that in. Go,
okay.
Keep going.
So it's like, you know, I've met her. She's a really dope person, but there's boundaries. We respect each other. We're so close to each other where we, you know, but we know what's up. We know how to go about things, and we know how to respect things. So when the time is right, that eventually will happen. But that just goes to show we don't even do that, and vice versa.
And if anything, we would be the ones that it would be okay for, because, you know, he's our brother, he's our family. But, you know, like, for the fact that we ain't even doing all that, like, what you trying to do, fool?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, shout out to both of y'all, because this is literally my brother and my sister, like real live blood, brother and sister.
Look, cut ourselves and see the blood.
Yeah. We do a DNA test right now. But it's like, they even have respect for whatever I have going on, right? Whatever it is, right? But it's like, so when people feel entitled that, oh, I'm gonna go add her and I'm gonna message her, that's just like, okay, now, okay, my own family didn't do that. You know, and she knows my family. Right. So like, she knows, you know, my two siblings right here, she knows my mom.
Yeah, and she knows it's all love. And if that person, whoever did that, knows my Danny like that, you know that wasn't okay. Yeah.
But okay, next time, next time before I start swinging you,
you'll take another shot.
I know. Yeah, I think I'll take one more.
One more. Forget one more.
This is me when I get mad right here.
And it's okay to lurk. Let's go back to that. It's okay to lurk. Yeah, it's obviously okay. It's we're curious. Like, oh, who's old girl? Yeah, let's see what happened. But then, don't do the extra stuff.
But messaging, and adding each other, no mames.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, or another thing is like, and I've recently experienced this. Like, like, you know, when you're with somebody, and then my last relationship, I was with her for a long time. And then, you know, once you break up, you start seeing like a lot of your old friends and, you know, homies start adding them, and you see them on their friend list out of nowhere. And then it's kind of like, I mean, that ain't my work anymore. But like, bro, like I see you, like, you know, like, you probably like, oh, he done with her now. I'm gonna try to get in where I fit in, you know. And then I've always thought of that as goofy too. Like, even, you know, like my last ex, you know, she's told me, she's like, why did this person add me and this person add me and message me at that, you feel me? And then I just be like, damn, and I just look at you more goofier, you feel me? So if you know, if you one of my old homies that I haven't talked to and you feel like I probably don't fuck with you and you've done something like that, that's probably why, because you goofy as fuck. Yeah. But you feel me, like, even though that ain't my girl no more, that's still weird, bro. Like, how do I know you ain't sitting there trying to get information out of them about me? Like, oh, what did he do or what happened, you know? And it's just like, bro, you look goofy, bro. Like, just.
And you know what's funny? That's how you spot the fakes and the secret ops. Like, that's how you spot the mofos that hated you from the beginning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, for sure.
The weirdos.
Man, all right. So next topic. What's the next topic?
On a lighter note, let's change the subject.
Let's switch it over to.
Oh yeah, it was actually something I was gonna randomly mention because you said that's you when you get mad, the devil. It reminded me of the new Captain America movie. Oh, okay. So have y'all seen it?
No,
I haven't seen it.
Okay, so it's dope. I ain't gonna lie. Out of all the Captain Americas, this is probably like my least favorite, but it still was dope. Like it was dope seeing Red Hulk in there and all that. And then, of course, I couldn't wait for them to go to the theaters. I watched the bootleg, but
no, you didn't. I'm just kidding.
No, I did
for the law.
Shout out bootlegs.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, forget bootlegs.
What?
Forget bootlegs.
Who's that guy?
No, I think those are acceptable now.
Are they?
Because nobody really sells DVDs like that.
Okay.
Or maybe, I don't know.
Shout out bootlegs. Again.
Yeah, shout out to bootlegs. But yeah, I watched it, and then that's why it made me think about it. Because when you said that's how you turn when you're mad, I'm like, okay, Red Hulk. You know, but it was a pretty good movie. Like it was like, you know, like we talked about superhero movies and like Marvel. Like, you know, I grew up liking Marvel because of my brother, so it's just like seeing all these, like seeing the Red Hulk on the movie was just like, dang, that's wild. I'm so used to seeing Green Hulk. Now they brought the Red Hulk, and the Red Hulk is like the second most popular one, right? Like even Marvel versus Capcom and all that, and like the video games, they have the Red Hulk in there, so he's been around. And I thought that was pretty dope. That was on a side note, but y'all should go watch Captain America: Brave New World.
Oh, okay, no, I'm gonna definitely check it out for sure.
And then what's his name? Have y'all seen 8 Miles? You know, Papa Doc. Oh, he's the new Captain America. So shout out Papa Doc for coming up.
His real name is Clarence.
His real name is Clarence. Erica look lost. You know what we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Because you know he's the what's his name? Anthony McGee or something.
Anthony Mackie or something.
Anthony Mackie. Yeah.
He was also Tupac.
He was.
He was Tupac
in the Biggie movie. He's like, hey. Oh, yeah.
Man, Papa Doc came a long way, man.
Yeah.
Ever since he got beat in that battle.
Damn.
Crazy.
By the way, just a fun fact, that is one of my favorite movies of all time, 8 Mile.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I could watch that movie back to back and never get bored.
Like, me too. Yeah.
Shout out Brittany Murphy.
Yeah, Brittany Murphy. Hey, she was a Scorpio.
Yeah, she was.
She was?
Yeah.
It's crazy because your shirt kind of looks like the 8 Mile logo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The yellow, that's tight.
It's crazy that you asked me. You don't even know what I'm talking about. Of course I do.
I know, because you made a face kind of like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I know sometimes you kind of catch on a little bit, you know. Not to say you're slow, but sometimes, you know, you be.
Slow.
No, it's because your mind is all over the place.
That's true.
She's probably thinking, damn, what are my kids doing right now?
I am.
While we're in here doing this shit, the kids is in there probably wilding out, you know, and my kid's over there too, so.
Eating pizza.
Eating pizza.
Man.
Eating all the slices.
I ordered some. No, I ordered enough.
Taking all the pepperoni off the pizza and just leaving the cheese.
We're saving the pizza for after the episode, though.
Wait, the pizza's here?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Episode over. Nah, we still got a little time.
Our kids don't even eat that much.
True.
So yeah, talking about kids.
Yeah.
So yesterday, my baby Selena decided on her dress. She said yes to the dress. Shout out Selena. We went yesterday.
Shout out to Hami.
We went yesterday. She decided on her little dress. It was me, her dad, and her sister. And it went great. It went great. And so now that we know the color theme, and now that we know everything that's ¿cómo se dice? Del vestido, like all the details on it. Now I'm able to start shopping for like the table decorations and so on and so forth. So I'm excited.
And also, if y'all know anybody, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. If y'all know anybody that does all these like party planning and for quinceañeras and all that and all this design
in Sacramento,
clock in with the little sister because we're in the search and on the hunt for collaborations.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And we will be shouting your products out here on
No, for sure. And all the help I can get when it comes on to like recommendations, shoot me a message or I'm looking for maybe not photographers because I know someone already for photographers, but I'm talking about like the salon decorations for like pastries and like maybe even like catering. So I know we do a lot of vendor pop-ups, so we know we have a lot of people that we can reach out to. But if you see this and you want to, this is going to be in April of next year. We don't have the date yet, like the actual date number, but it's in April. So once I talk to the venue and once I book it, then I can have the official date. But it's for next year, April 2026.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited.
Yes.
So how did the dress thing go?
It was great. So she tried on 4 dresses. She tried on a blue and gray. Actually, I don't want to say the colors because I don't want to say the color. She tried on 4 dresses and she settled for 2. And then out of the 2, she picked the 1. And it was crazy because like the price difference was wild. But the one that she decided to pick looked even better than the expensive one. Yeah. More expensive one.
It did. Yeah, we saw the picture.
Right?
Oh, so she actually chose the least expensive?
Yeah, but she doesn't know the prices. She just picked it because that's what she wanted.
That was a blessing.
Right? And it was. So
shout out to Money Candles.
For real. And it was great. The customer service it's called Esmeralda Bridal Boutique. It was amazing. The person that helped us spoke Spanish and English, and she was very polite. She was patient. She helped Selena on her own and was very thorough with how everything works out. So shout out them. They posted us on our story with her little sign saying, "I said yes to the dress."
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, oh, my baby.
I know. I seen that. I said yes. I said, what the fuck? What you mean you said yes? Like,
to what?
To what? Who proposed?
Exactly.
Like she getting married already.
Like what the hell? Like I knew she was trying out dresses, but I didn't know she was trying to wedding dress out.
Yeah, that was the first time that I seen when they did it for quinceañeras. But
me too.
I've never seen nobody do that.
Neither.
So I said yes.
So even that was cool, that they had that little thing because after Selena, other little girls were posted on their story too. Tight. That was pretty cool.
Hopefully next time I go get like food places and then I buy some food and they'll be like, he said yes, and then just me with the plate with the food. I'm just sitting there like, yeah, y'all need to start doing that. Food businesses. No.
They're gonna be like, he said yes to the tacos.
Hey, but now it's time to hit the gym to start slimming down because we gotta get in tuxes, we gotta get in gowns. So you guys are perfect how you guys are, but still, there's always room for improvement.
I've always wanted to wear a zoot suit, so I might use this as a special occasion. But
hell yeah, you should,
depends. Man. And I'm excited about it. Shout out DJ Bowie. He's supposed to be the DJ for all the sounds. And if you know me from way back, or if you know me from Sac Reacts, you know that DJ Bowie is another Sac Reacts member. He's our official DJ for Black Sky Entertainment, and that's my dog, man. I love my brother, man. Because as soon as I told him, I was like, hey, we need a DJ for my niece's quinceañera. He was just like, yep, I'm doing it for free. Yeah. I'm like, damn, for real. But I'm gonna shoot him some bread. Just for the alley-oop, but I didn't even ask. All I did was just I was gonna ask, but I was just like, my niece is having a quinceañera, and then like we ain't got a DJ. Oh, yep, it's me, bro. And then he's dope. Like you can give him your playlist if you want certain songs played. Like he'll do all that, and he's been DJing all our old parties when we used to throw parties back in the day. He DJ'd at all of our parties. So if you ever been to one of our Black Sky parties back in the day, DJ Bowie. It's the food that looks like Chris Brown.
Yes, he does.
Whoa.
You know what's crazy? Oh, Chris Brown.
You just brought back memories.
No, it's crazy because my mom actually knows DJ Bowie. Like my Bowie knows he knows all of us because Bowie worked in when we used to work at Goodwill. Oh yeah. And then so I know.
Oh, actually no.
I know.
I got fired.
Yeah. No, but it's crazy. Fun fact: we all worked at Goodwill at once. Like there was one era where it was literally us and my mother. Yeah. Our mother, working with us, and I remember thinking one day like, damn, that's crazy. We all work for the same company.
He was a truck driver for Goodwill. I was a cashier. You were the
donation taker. I was the boss because I was I was running the warehouse in the back and taking donations, and then my mom was the queen of all the the Mexican ladies, because my mom was the only one that would like when they'll all have trouble. A lot of them barely spoke English, so they'll always just run to my mom and be like, "Oh, tell her when something's going on." And my mom was always the outspoken one. That's something I think we all got off of my mom. Like that. My mom's very outspoken. If something ain't right, my mom's gonna say something like, "Hey, this ain't." I got that from her. So now if I see something that I don't like, I'll be even at work. I've witnessed my mom, stand up for a whole bunch of people. To now when I'm at work, if I got something to say, I'm gonna say something.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out Goodwill for that. Even though we all fell off with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we really all did, but it was like that was a good place to work.
It was.
It was fun.
I was only robbed at gunpoint like twice. But
yeah.
Y'all remember that?
I remember that. It's
but no big deal.
It was like the Goodwill in the hood.
I was working in the back too. Yeah, when they were trying to rob her, and they're like, "Yes, somebody just robbed your sister." Me and the homie, did I jump in the car? Or did we just take off running? I went looking. I took off running, looking for the food, and then I think I came back, hopped in my car, and drove around the block. Oh yeah, it was bad. I was finna rock. I was hot, and then even everybody's like, "Calm down, what are you doing?" I'm like, "But my little sister just got robbed. What the fuck you want me to do? I'm about to crash out." Shit. Yeah. You lucky I ain't see her while I was driving, because I sure the fuck would have ran him over.
Yeah, but fun times.
Yeah, it was very fun.
But you know what though? Fun fact: I still go to that Goodwill just to buy like brujeria stuff.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna say just to rob him.
Just to rob him.
No. No, because they be having some pretty cool stuff.
No, yeah, and books. They have a lot of really good books too.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, fun fact, I still work for them. I'm like, damn, what the hell? I know. Still pull up in trucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, shout out Goodwill. But that's why we started, that's where we know Bowie. That's where I know Bowie from. And, that's how I know his whole family. And he knows, majority of my family. So, but yeah, he's DJing the quinceañera.
So excited.
Yeah, you should make a flyer.
So much. Yeah.
Oh, no, because it's a private event.
Yeah. Can't do all that.
Fucking $10 to get in.
Hey.
Get
your money back.
That's tight. Let me see. So I think that's pretty much
that's
it.
Pretty, yeah.
Oh, and by the way, I seen what the dress looked like, so I feel special for that.
Yeah.
And then
they both know.
Yeah, so it's like I almost cried when I seen it. I was just like, because it's like my first niece, so it's like when they're tiny. And then you just see them grow up, and you're just like, damn, what the fuck, fool? But it's crazy because, like, my niece, like, now I talk to her like she's one of my homies. Like, like, she's already so damn grown, and it just be like, it's crazy how when they're little, you got to talk to them like they're little kids.
Yeah.
But my niece, I actually talk to her like, like a grown-ass kid. Like, and she be showing me all the little fights from her school, from Burbank. Every week, she'd be like, yeah, you want to see what the fight this week? Yeah. Sometimes it'd be like 3 fights, and I'd be like, oh, okay, it was a good week then.
She does.
Shout out Burbank.
Yeah, no, but real quick side note about the whole Chris Brown. Did you see the episode that we did about how I went to Kendrick's old high school?
Yes, I see that.
That's tight. That was
that was dope. Yeah, that was on the second part.
Yeah.
I see most of the second part.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
I'm jealous.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a Kendrick fan.
See, I'm telling you guys, it's like if both of them would have been here that day when we were talking about it, they would have been teaming up on me.
They not like us. They're not like us.
But talking about rappers, next LA trip, we are going to make it a point to go to the Marathon Burgers.
Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, we gotta go there.
It's on. I don't know where it's at, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah. All our friends have been posting it.
Yes, dude, and it's been amazing. You're always gonna see Black Sam back there. Shout out Black Sam, which is Nipsey Hussle's band.
Oh, he works there regularly.
He's always there. From all the videos that I've seen, he's there. When my friends went from the chat, he was there, and it was It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna make it a point to go there. Obviously we can't go to the Marathon clothing store anymore because it's shut down. But I'm gonna go get me a burger. Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? I think the grand opening was the weekend that I was out there because I remember being out there and seeing everybody's stories and they were there and I was like, but I was doing my own thing. But we definitely got to go out there for sure.
I would have been upset if you would have gone without me.
I know,
yeah, imagine. And hopefully I'm still trying to make my way to go to LA with them.
I know, everybody wants to meet you.
I be trying. I be so busy, man. I got so much going on in Sacramento, and then I want to though because they be looking like they be having hella fun out there, and then I'm like, you know what, I gotta get out of Sac. So hopefully maybe next time they make it happen, you feel me? I'm gonna teleport with them.
Yeah, hey, especially now that you saw that we could record an episode out there.
Right.
So, hey, we'll go out there. We're recording an episode on the 6th Street Bridge.
Oh, imagine.
That'd be tight. Shout out Brown Bag.
Shout out Brown Bag. And there's a slight possibility that I will be going by myself with the girls. But next time that we go we're gonna try to make a team effort for the 3 of us to go.
Yeah.
For sure, con tiempo, with good planning, we'll see how we'll make it work.
Dope.
But
shout out LA.
Tell this guy that he has to go. Leave comments. Tell us who to go.
You gotta go over there.
Tell me
what you want.
Hey.
I'm just kidding. Anyway.
But shout out everybody in LA, Sacktown. Nah.
Yeah, I'm planning on going back soon too. Not sure exactly when, so I'm not even gonna mention it on here, but
you gonna be going every 2 weeks. Every other week you gonna be up there.
While you're watching this, he's over there right now.
I know, like,
this is recorded, pre-recorded.
By the time I post this video, I'll be posting it from LA.
Recorded the second episode. It's funny because y'all just dropped one 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And then that's consistency. We staying on it. And then I was just watching. I didn't even they coming in so consistent.
Yeah.
I didn't even have a chance to finish the last one.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen the last one, go watch the last one and then the prior one when he was in LA.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, and then also, so this right here, we forgot to say it in the beginning. I hella messed up. But this is episode 28.
Yes.
So episode 27 is actually just me right here in the corner with that little angel right there. Me sitting in the corner, just kind of like.
Oh yeah, you recorded that. I see you.
Yeah. So it was gonna be just a regular video, but I was like, you know what? Let me make it an episode because people can listen to it while they're driving, And it wasn't like hella long because it was only just me by myself. So it was like 20-something minutes long. But I feel that it's very motivational.
Yeah.
So that one is episode 27, and this one ended up being episode 28. So we're almost to episode 30. We're almost at episode 30.
Dirty 30.
So stay tuned for the live show.
Yeah,
Stay tuned for the Sacanas Bonitas live show.
Wait, what? I ain't never heard of this. What's with the live show? That sounds crazy.
The fans gotta stay tuned.
Dang.
We're gonna do a turn.
I'm gonna be mad if it's in LA.
No.
We gotta figure out something.
We'll figure it out.
We're gonna figure something out. But
it's gonna be at the quinceañera.
Hey, for real.
We're gonna be in the cousin shit. Erica's not gonna be that much on screen because she's gonna be running around busy.
No, because by the time the time of the quinceañera, we're already gonna be like on episode 60.
Right. Yeah.
So it's gonna be somewhere before that.
Yeah.
But yeah. So shout out to everybody listening to us. Everybody that people be messaging me that they're at work, they're at their driving job or at their warehouse job listening to us, man. So we appreciate all of you, all the forklift drivers, truck drivers, warehouse workers, Target workers. They walk around with their AirPod in their ear. Everybody, man, we appreciate all of you guys. Yeah. So anything else you guys want to say before we sign off?
Shout out my boy YNG4L. He just got booked a slot on the Devotion. Yeah, the Devotion car
Burbank.
show.
All time.
Yeah, they're having a car show at Burbank. I think it's June 8th, somewhere around June. Okay. Yeah, and because that's always Devotion. The car shows are always big shows. So I seen that my boy YNG4L got a slot in there. So shout out to him for that. So make sure y'all mark y'all calendars because I will be in the premises. And then because I gotta go support the home team. Shout out the homies from Together Live, YNG4L, and everybody else. Shout out Mello and all them.
Tight. What about you, Erica? Anybody you want to shout out?
I want to shout out myself. I'm just kidding. No, I will be at the Devotion Car Show too, supporting. And obviously it's where Selena goes to school, so we'll be there. So just shout them out.
No, she won't really go to school there. She's just saying that.
Yeah,
because we live by there.
Yeah, yeah, you can cut that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be at the show.
Yeah. No, we don't really live by there.
We don't live. We live hella far.
Yeah.
We don't even exist.
We live in LA. We don't even exist.
We live out in Reno or something.
Yeah, somewhere over there.
We're in Mexico right now.
Yeah.
This is all an illusion.
Yeah.
This is a dream. You are about to wake up.
Yeah, exactly. So when I push this button right here, you're gonna forget everything you just saw. Hey, cue the Men in Black music. We are the Men in Black. No, but
what about you? What you got going on?
Me, I'm just like I said, I'm be going back to LA soon. I don't know exactly which weekend, but I'm be going back soon. So shout out to shout out to
your boo thing.
Yeah, shout out to my boo.
When's she gonna come out here and visit you?
I know exactly. I know. Hey, because we're trying to plan the episode like all four of us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that'd be hard.
Yeah, so we're trying to plan for that. So you need to hurry up and get out here already. right? But yeah, she will be out here soon. But other than that, shout out her.
Yeah.
Shout out Mi Sogrita. Shout out and the group chat. Shout out everybody. All our friends out there. That's pretty much it.
Shout out all the food vendors everywhere in Sacramento. No,
yeah,
I'm just hungry right now.
Yeah, shout out all the pop-up vendors, all the pop-up events. We definitely plan on going back. We're gonna be coming back within the next few weeks, probably 3 weeks. So all right, man. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for checking us out.
Thank you.
Episode 28. We're wrapping it up. We're almost at 30, y'all. We're almost at 30. Peace.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.